Okay, this is Unit 5D. We're going to finish off with a little bit of technology here and how to create line graphs and a few other things, stack plots using Microsoft Excel. So what I've done first, I've gone ahead and I've input my data from my question, and I'll show you a quick way to be able to get this data automatically imported for you. But just for this first part, here's the data that I have. And what I want to do is I'm going to highlight all of the data. I'm not going to take the totals in there because I don't want the totals showing up on my graph. I'm going to highlight all those, and if I want to, in this case, put up a line chart, then I've got it all highlighted. I need to insert, and I'm going to come over, and depending on what version of Microsoft Excel you have, and also what operating system you're running. I'm running Mac OS, and others of you may be running Windows 10 or something else. So this may be slightly different, but the process should work out to be generally the same as you go through. So to get my line chart, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on line, and I just want a 2D line. So I'm going to grab my line right here. So if you come over, it's a stacked line, and so you can have line with markers and stacked lines with markers. We just want a regular line, so I'm going to click that, and it's automatically going to generate a line graph. Now, what I'm interested in seeing in my line graph is right now you can see in the colors, it's kind of might be hard to see, but blue is 1980. Orange is 1990, gray is 2000, and so forth. I don't want to see it by year. I actually want to see this by different types of accidents. So this data is deaths that occurred by different kind of accidents: motor vehicle, falling, poisoning, choking, and drowning. So what I want to do is I want to swap those two. So I'm just going to come right up here and switch row and column. And that's going to swap my two. So now I can see that motor vehicle is in blue, falling is in orange, poisoning is in gray, and so forth. And here would be the line chart generated by that. I could come up, I could change the title if I wanted to here, and so forth. So that's the way I would find my line chart. Now I'm going to take this and just kind of move them out of the way here. So I've deselected everything. Now I want to put in a stack plot. So again, I'm going to highlight everything. I'm going to insert. Okay, and I'm going to come over here. It's under the columns. So we got a cluster column, and then we have a stack column. And so I'm going to go under the stack column and stack it up here. You gotta make this a little bit bigger for you all to see there. And again, notice I've got it, my colors are coordinated by years, and I want it to be the other way around. I want to see my years right here and then how it stacks up. So I'm just going to switch those two. And now you can see in 1980, so blue is dark blue is my motor vehicle, and I've got my falling, poisoning, and so forth. And so that's just a quick way where Microsoft Excel can generate these graphs for you. So it's a very powerful tool, and now I want to show you how you can import your data quickly from your homework, so you don't have to type in all this stuff right here, because it is there for you. So I'm going to jump over here to just a problem that we have in the homework assignment. So first, I'm going to click right here, this little chart, and it's going to give me the data, and the data will be slightly different depending on what problem you get and how it generates it. But notice these little boxes right here. If I click on that, you can actually open it in Excel. So I'm going to click open in Excel, and then it's going to download that for me. So when I click here, also I'm going to get a new chart or a new spreadsheet, and I'm actually I'm going to remove this year category because it does throw it off a little bit. So now I've got all my data already imported. So you can just go ahead and grab the information. You can insert your line graph if that's what you wanted. Again, I'll switch the rows on that. Move this out of the way. So there's a line graph. You can also, if you wanted a bar graph in here, let's see, you insert your bar graph. So again, just a very quick way for Microsoft Excel to generate these things for you. You can even change their layout to make them look a little bit more epic if you'd like. But tons of things you can play around here, but that's just a quick demonstration as how you can use Excel in order to quickly take your data and create a chart and get something that really helps you see the data rather in one shot rather than have to read through all the numbers. So hope that helps out. This ends Unit 5D. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to let me know.